Hello, my most beautiful friends in the entire world. For today's video, we're doing something that I've only done one time, and that is 3 looks, 3 palettes. You guys seem to really enjoy these style videos. I really enjoy doing them too. I think they're so much fun. So you guys want to see what 3 palettes I feature, how I got this look, plus the other 2, well then definitely keep watching. Okay guys, so we're going to kick off this series, we're going to kick off this video with Fantasy Cosmetica. I absolutely love Fantasy Cosmetica so much, and they actually did their first collaboration with Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. So let me introduce you guys the Enchanted Autumn palette. Into the whispering woods and through a magic portal, welcome to our Enchanted Autumn. We're thrilled to announce that we're doing our first collaboration with Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. This palette is magnetic and shadows are movable. This palette is designed very intentionally. It is an even split of matte and shimmers. Each shade has a pairing shade right next to it for easy 2 looks. This palette can also be visibly split down the middle for a mauve 6-pan palette and a green and gold 6-pan palette. Oh, now this palette actually does retail for $44.99. And I do a discount code with Fantasy Cosmetica. It is code Allie, but I don't believe it actually applies to this particular collection, but it does apply to Fantasy Cosmetica as a whole. Next, they also rolled out with tinted lip balms, and this is the first time that they have ever done tinted lip balms. These lip balms actually do retail for $12.45. We have 5 different shades. The first shade we have is Twilight. This is a vanilla cupcake scented sheer dusted purple with fine pink, purple, and blue shimmers. Then we have Cozy, which is going to be a salted caramel scent with sheer mid-tone pink. Elixir is a coffee scented sheer warm tone brown. Pomander is a spiced orange scent sheer dusted orange. And lastly, Crackle is a honey scented sheer nude with fine gold reflex to it. Next, this collection also offers a Whispering Woods candle. This is going to be a wood candle right here. Y'all, the smell is so freaking good. I can't even describe how good the scent is. So the scent on here is supposed to be a mix between fresh pine scent with citrus and ginger accents. This is so good. This is going to be an 8-ounce apricot coconut wax candle with a wood wick. The candle makes a light crackling sound as it's burned. And as someone who loves ASMR, I am absolutely all for that. So you guys can actually get this entire full collection, the palette, 5 lip balms, and a candle for $120. Plus, it might come with a free necklace and earrings. Or you guys can get the partial collection, which will include the palette and all lip balms for $92. And like I said, everything is available as of right now. I'm just kind of late to the game, but I'm so excited to play with this palette. So like I said, they made it even split between mattes and shimmers. So if you guys want to, you guys can go like this way to have a very cohesive palette, or you guys can go this way to do a very cohesive palette. And they also put shadows right next to each other that are really, really complementary with each other. So you guys can just create looks using these 2 shadows right here, which I think is actually really smart. I love the way they did that. So I'm so excited to play that today. I'm also wearing Just for Fun style. These are the earrings that actually curated from Amanda. She actually gave us a set when we went to Creator and Friends. She's so sweet. I had a chance to hang out with Amanda and Amy from Amy Loves Makeup, and let me tell you, one, they're absolutely hysterical. They're so beautiful in person, and I just absolutely adore them. I cannot wait to see them again, and I'm just so proud of Amanda for launching this collection. I know how much she loves Fantasy Cosmetica, and I know how much hard work she put into this collection, so I'm so excited to be doing a review for it today. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in. So I'm gonna do a halo eye look today because I feel like I haven't done a halo eye look in like a minute, it feels like. So we're gonna do that. I'm going to start off with the shade called Long Leaf Pine right here. And we're going to put that in the inner and outer corner. Like I said, I am so late on reviewing this just because I've been so late on reviewing everything. Managing both jobs is actually a little bit harder than I thought, especially because I just have so much going on behind the scenes. I did pick up 2 side hustles, which I'm very grateful that I did. I'm also working a lot on my TikTok to improve my TikTok. And then I'm working at Disney. I'm doing this. And I really want to start getting back into like my second channel. So I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been talking to my friends about some cool ideas that I have in mind when it comes to reading and content. Because you guys really love when I bring up reading stuff on my channel. And I really like want to incorporate that as well. Like I know Angie's talked about doing like book content on her second channel. And I have actually been the one that's been talking about that with her, being like, I think that's a really good idea, because it's something that I've already been contemplating doing, because there's some people that I follow that generally just make fantastic book content. Now, like I said, I personally don't think the books that they read are my style books, but I still just love the aesthetic vlogs that they give off as a whole. So that's something that I'm still like really interested. I'll link them down below. I know you guys were asking for it for me last time, and I just completely dropped the ball and forgot to say who it was, but I'll have them linked down below so that you guys can go check them out. I love her. Her name is Sarah. And she reads just a lot of like contemporary, she reads just a lot of like modern romance novels. She does do some spicy stuff here and there, and she does do some fantasy stuff, but I noticed she does kind of stick a lot to, wow, that looks really messy. Oh my God, trust the process. But she sticks a lot to, I noticed just like a lot of romance novels, and I just am not a romance novel girly. Like that is just not for me. I find them to be so boring, so predictable, and I don't know. I have so much leftover glue on my eye from yesterday. I have so much romance novels on my shelf that I have not read. I mean, eventually I will read them. But for me, like romance novels are ones that I want to read like during the summer. You know what I mean? Like I'm on a fantasy kick. Fantasy is like where it's at for me, especially if it's dark fantasy. There's something about dark fantasy that it's my kink. It's my kink. Okay, we're going to recognize that she's messy. We're going to try to trust the process, Allie. Try to trust the process because right now I'm kind of low-key freaking out. So now we're going to go into Willow Oak right here to kind of blend that on top. We're going to ignore the messiness of it, but we're going to try to see if we can get this to be a little bit more blended. I kind of want to like try something. I don't know because I tried mixing these two colors together when I was swatching them. And it turned out really pretty, so I'm hoping it does it on the eye. If not, well, it's going to look muddy and we'll make it work. Okay, now let's add a shade called Dusk to that because when I mixed these two shadows together earlier, they looked really pretty, but now I'm not so sure. So we're going to kind of like mix that right with that. It made like a really pretty like brownish color, and I don't know if it's going to translate well in the eye now, but we're going to try. Okay, it's messy. We're going to trust the process, okay? Because I'm kind of over here like, ugh, we're going to trust the process. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the shade right here called Emerald. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous green shade. It actually does have a really beautiful shift to it as well. It does go a little bit to like a purple shift as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. So pretty. So we're going to take that. We're going to start to put that right next to that green shade right here. Just like so. That is so gorgeous. All right, then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade right here called Harvest Moon. And we're going to place that right next to that beautiful emerald shade. We're going to go right here. That's so pretty. Okay, we're going to trust the process, and then we're going to go in the shade right here called Libra. And we're going to put that right in the center between the two. That is how we're looking right now. I'm going to continue to blend it. We're going to clean this up. I'm going to come back with the other eye done so we could do the under eye and the lip balms together. And then we'll move on to palette number 2. Okay, guys, so now the eyes are done. I actually went in with the brand new Inslee Rain Moonlit Madness highlighter. I think this is so pretty. I feel like it matches this beautifully. The other eye, we're going to go to a shade called Heron right here. We're going to lay this right along our waterline. And then we're going to mix it with 2 other colors. I'm literally trying to utilize every shade in here that I can. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to go right along the waterline. I don't know why my voice just went so high there, but it did. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade called Dogwood to mix right next to that as well. This is a really pretty palette. Mix that in. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade called Foggy to go with that as well. I think the only shade I didn't use in this palette would be 3 shimmer shades so far. Let's take this and mix. Luna right here. We're going to take that. We're going to put that in the inner corner for both eyes. We're going to take that and put the inner corner for both eyes. We're going to take this. We're going to put this row. That is so pretty. We're going to put this right here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the highlighter that I use from Inslee Rain. And we're actually going to highlight the brow bone right up here. I feel like that'd be really pretty. Okay, so to finish off the eye look, I'm actually just going to go into my Fenty Beauty lip liner right here. This is in the shade called Rubber Bands. I'm just going to line my lips. And then we're going to go into the Elixir shade. This is the one that I think smells like coffee. Yeah, we're going to go into the Elixir shade right here. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Hey guys, so this is the final look right here. I have to say this is a really pretty palette. I had so much fun playing with this. From the outside packaging is gorgeous to the inside color story. This is going to be a cool tone, muted fall theme palette. I think Amanda did such a beautiful job with this. I love the way my eye look came out. It's very like foresty. It's very like autumny. I just think it's really beautiful. I think it complements this season really nicely. And I think Amanda did a really good job with that. I really am enjoying the lip balms as well. Like I said, this collection is available right now. I'll have a link down below. But here is my first look done. First palette done. Now on to the second. Okay guys, moving on to palette number 2. We have a brand new brand to feature on my channel. I have never played with this palette. I have never played with this brand before. I've heard amazing things from all my friends. So I am so excited, but we're playing with the brand new Bella Beaute Bar. This is going to be the Poison Garden palette. God, I'm so excited. Okay, so let me tell you guys about this. Meet the Poison Garden palette. This is going to be a 20 pan magnetic palette that has 8 multi-chromes, 2 holochromes, 11 buttery mattes, and 1 sequin matte. Now this palette actually does retail for $75. It is definitely a very steep price point. However, you do get 20 shades in this palette. So you guys are going to get a mix between mattes of multi-chromes, holochromes, shimmers. It's going to have a variety in here. So I feel like that's why it makes it so expensive, because the multi-chromes and holochromes, because these are going to be a pressed pigment palette. So these are a little bit more harder to make, a little bit more expensive to make. So I think that's why they're more expensive. And they were so kind enough to give me a discount code. So you guys can use my code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off this palette. I'm so excited to try this out. I have never played with anything from Bella Beaute Bar, so I'm really excited. I heard amazing things about this brand. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. I can't decide if I should do 1 or 2 looks. Like, I'm debating right now. Like, I truly am just like debating what looks I should do. Like, there's just, I'll do 1 and then I'll see if I want to do another one, because I just want to play with all these. Like, these are so freaking pretty. Like, these are so pretty. Like, this shade right here called Belladonna, it has the most beautiful shift to it, although it never comes off on camera. It has literally such a beautiful shift. Like, it's so pretty. But then I also want to play with Angel's Trumpet. Like, y'all know I have such a soft spot for green and orange, and that's kind of what it shifts to. And then I also love Wolfsbane. Like, come on. These are gorgeous. Poison, Hemlock. Like, what? So freaking cute. So freaking cute. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on in. All right, I'm going to start off with laying down my Sigma eye base right here, just so I can lay this down. And then we're going to go, I think, we're going to go into some blues, because I want to play with a blue, but then like a purple, but then like an orange. Okay, we're going to see what type of look I create, and then we're going to kind of go from there. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here called Death Camus. Right here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am not familiar with plants. I'm not familiar with plants. I do not have a green like thumb, you know what I mean? I try, but I do not have a green thumb. Like, even in The Sims, okay? Because I still play The Sims, because yes, I'm a 34-year-old that loves to play The Sims. You know what I mean? But even in The Sims, I cannot seem to keep my plants alive in The Sims. So I have to hire a gardener, or I have to do cheat codes, because I suck at plants. So like, I'm not really well versed in like plants and what they are. I do know that belladonna is a very poisonous plant, because I believe I've seen that in the show Snapped, where a woman used like belladonna to kill her husband. You learn a lot from Snapped. I just want to point that out there. You learn a lot from that show. So I learned a lot from that, but I don't know what plants are poisonous, what's not. I really want to know though. Like, I genuinely really do want to know. I want to learn. So it's something I feel like I should educate myself on one day, because like, I don't know, like, what happens if like the world goes to like shit, right? And then we are all living in like a post-apocalyptic style world. I'm gonna need to know what plants are so I can survive, you know what I mean? I really need to educate myself. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this shade called Devil's Helmet right here. What is that? What is that? I've never heard of that. We're gonna go this along just here to help to blend that shade out. Devil's Helmet. Interesting. Okay, now that that is laid down, then I want to go into the shade right here called Oleander. I actually have heard of Oleander. I believe it's actually poisonous to pets, if I'm correct. I believe it's poisonous to pets. So we're just going to take that and we're going to go along here as well. I feel like I'm slightly repeating the look that I did yesterday. If I am, I'm not meaning to. I'm just trying to play with like colors that I don't always gravitate to, because like I would originally want to go into like the greens and the oranges, but I'm trying to play out of my comfort zone a little bit, because a lot of you guys say you like me doing like purple and blue eyeshadow looks, and I feel like I don't do that enough. So I'm trying to play out of my comfort zone just a little bit. But the only thing you still won't really see me doing is playing with reds, because I'm not a red girly. I am not a red girly. Back in that first one called Death Canvas right here. We're going to go and tap that in our outer corner very, very, very lightly. Just going to tap this right here. Just right here. I just want to put it just in the outer corner. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade right here called Poison Hemlock. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. Like very lightly, Just going to place this right here to kind of mesh the two shades I want to mix together. That is so stunning. That is so pretty. Okay, then I'm going to take this shade right here called Belladonna. I really want to play with this shade. It's just so gorgeous. We're going to place this right here, right next to that. Now, what I like about the shade Belladonna is that it definitely does have a purple shift to it, but it also presents itself with gold and green. I'll have to hold a mirror up to my eyes so you guys can see, but it is such a stunning, stunning color. Like, I know right now when I look at the camera, you guys are just seeing like a dark purple, but like in person, I'm seeing a multitude of colors. Now we're going to try something a little risky. We're going to see if this works. We're going to go into the shade called Angel's Trumpet right here. I really hope this like mixes well together. I really do. Put this right here. Oh my gosh, like in person, that's so pretty. I just don't know how well it's translating on the eye, like on camera. All right, and then I'm going to take the shade right here called Opium Poppy. Beautiful shade. And we're going to put this right here. In person, it's so pretty in person. Oh, I need you guys to see. I need you guys to see. I don't know if you guys can. Oh my gosh, I'll try to get another camera if I can to see, just see how beautiful this like look actually is, because of the different colors it's shifting. This is so pretty. Okay, I think I really like how this is looking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this shade right here called Deadly Nightmare. It is going to be a black shade with blue sparkle in that, and we're actually going to use that as our upper waterline today. And then we're going to come back, I think for underneath, I'm going to mix a little bit of green underneath, a little bit of purple and green to add to it. And then I think we'll take the shade called Wolfsbane, and we're going to put this probably in the inner corner and brow bone, because that'll probably be really, really, really pretty. I'm going to try to utilize as much of this palette as I can, so I'll be right on back, guys. Okay, guys, so this is how the makeup is looking right now. I will say this eye, I feel like it's coming off better on camera. You're able to see more of that green orange shift versus this eye, but I promise, like, it's there, it's there, it's there. I don't know if this will show it to you at all, but that shift is there. It's so, so, so pretty. I think this eye look is just unbelievably gorgeous. It's so pretty, and I hope you guys are able to see it the way that I can see it. So for a highlighter today, I did wear the Inslee Rain. This is the Dreamless highlighter, and I am wearing a different lip combo. I am wearing the Lunar Beauty lip liner in the shade called Cocoa, along with the Milk Tea lipstick, and I am wearing a Coven lip gloss. I'll make sure I link everything on my face down below for you guys, but I just want to say that was my lip combo for today. So we're going to finish off the eye look. So for the under eye, I want to go into this shade called, ooh, we're gonna make it pretty, hopefully. I'm gonna go with a shade called Castor Bean right here, and we're gonna run that along our waterline, and then we're gonna blend it out with a green shade today. So I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna stamp this just along our waterline. This is like a purple brown shade. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna take this shade right here called Poison Oak, and we're gonna blend that with that. See if I can bring out a pop of green underneath the eye. Okay, then I'm gonna take this shade right here called Lantana, this like yellow shade, and we're gonna blend that right next to that. I'm gonna throw on some mascara. I think for a liner, I think instead of doing a black liner, I think I'm actually gonna do a white liner. I feel like I haven't done white in a minute. Okay, so then to finish off the eye look, we are gonna go into the shade right here called Wolfsbane. This is so beautiful. We're gonna take this and put this in the inner corner in the brow bone. And this is going to pretty much complete the eye look for today. So I'm going to go right in here Oh my god, yes. This is just so stunning. Okay guys, so this is the final look. Alright guys, so this is the final look using the Poison Garden palette. I think this look is so beautiful. Like, I am literally obsessed with how this came out. Like, I feel like it's so hard to tell on camera the way that the multi-chromes are shifting on the eye, but oh my gosh, can you see it so beautifully in person? I feel like you can definitely see it more in this eye than you can on this eye, but I promise it is there. It's so beautiful. So this palette is available right now. It does retail for $75, which is definitely a steep price point, but when you play with this palette, you realize why. You're gonna get 20 shades in here, a mix between mattes, multi-chromes, and holochromes, and oh my gosh, this is my first time playing this brand, and it's definitely not gonna be my last. This formula is incredible. Like, this formula is incredible. I am obsessed, and no wonder why all my friends rave so highly about this brand. I can see it. I can literally see why. The formula speaks for itself. So, like I said, it's available right now. If you guys do want to pick it up, you guys can use my code to save 10% off. But Bella Beaute Bar, thank you so much for sending this my way. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now to move on to our last and final look. Guys, so we're on to our last palette, last look. So for today's look, we're playing with the brand new Unearthly Cosmetics. This is going to be the Gargoyle palette. It says this palette is your go-to for exploring both dark, moody tones and radiant, shifting hues. The smooth, blendable formula makes it easy to achieve any look. There are 18 shades in a fully magnetic removable pan. Now the Gargoyle palette does retail for $68, and you are definitely going to mix between some deep to bold colors in here. I actually really love the aesthetics. I think this is so beautiful. Like, I don't really have a lot of palettes that look like this in particular, and I have to say I really do love Unearthly Cosmetics eyeshadow formula. I think they make some great palettes. I actually do have a code with them. If you guys wanted to, you guys could use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off with anything Unearthly. So the palette was actually sent to me in PR, but I actually did purchase the lip gloss trio right here. So lip gloss trio says, these 3 enchanting glosses combine the nourishing feel of a lip balm with the high shine finish of a gloss, bringing a touch of magic to your lips. The first shade we have, this is a clear gloss filled with silver micro sparkles, perfect for adding a subtle shimmering touch to any look, banana vanilla fragrance. Then we have Gargoyle Gloom. It's a memorizing dual chrome gloss that shifts from purple to blue, creating an ever-changing ethereal glow. It has a lychee plum fragrance. And then we have Enchanted Ebony, a striking black gloss infused with multicolor shifting sparkle for those who dare to embrace the dark and mystical lychee plum fragrance. So it actually does retail for $25 for the pack trio right here, which I think is actually really fantastic for all 3 lip glosses. I'm not gonna lie, I think these lip glosses are absolutely beautiful, like truly beautiful. Like this one right here is just so stunning. The way that it just shifts and sparkles, so does this one right here. It is so beautiful. So I'm really excited to dive into this. So I think for this look, I really kind of want to play with like the blues. I've been doing a lot of purples, but I really want to play with like some of these blue shades right here. So I'm going to go ahead and set my base. I'm going to go in with the Sigma Eye base right here. Y'all already know. I really do love Unearthly Cosmetics. I will say they just re-released, it's on pre-order right now, the Not Normal palette. Now I have the original palette and it was the Not Normal. It's a 9pan palette from Alien Cosmetics, but they did rebrand to Unearthly Cosmetics and they decided to re-release the Not Normal palette, but this time they decided to extend the line to make it 18 shades versus 9. It's available for pre-order. I want to get my hands on it so bad because I have the first one and I love the first one so much and I'm like, I want this one. So I think I'm going to end up getting that for sure because I really want to play with that palette. It looks so beautiful. So starting off, I'm going to take this shade right here called Midnight and we're going to put this in our transition area, like our crease area. I also can see on Unearthly's website that they have a new palette coming out. It looks like they have a palette that's called Satin Sorcery coming soon. Ooh, you guys already know that like my Halloween tingles are starting. Speaking of that, I recently posted my new makeup release video. And I am so irritated that ColourPop decided to wait until I post the video to do a reveal. But they are launching a Stranger Things collection. Like, I am so excited. Stranger Things? Are you kidding me? I am obsessed with Stranger Things. I have been ever since season 1 came out. I absolutely love the show. Corey and I actually just rewatched it for the 3rd time this past summer. because we think it's so fantastic. We're so excited for season 5, although they're still projecting it to be like 2027 when it comes out, which is so far away. But I am way, 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 way too excited. I think one of my favorite characters, I love Hopper. He's one of my favorites. I would 1000% date Hopper. He just seems like a really great guy. And then, of course, I wish I could be 11. I absolutely just love her. So let's go ahead and start to lay this down. This is super pigmented. Super pigmented. Called Veil right here. And we're going to put that right next to that blue. You know, so funny, when I think of gargoyles, this is going to be so random, right? But it makes me think of Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, do you guys know the Disney movie I'm talking about? Hellfire, like that creepy ass song. You know what's so funny is that a couple years ago, Corey and I decided to rewatch Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think it was like right when Disney Plus came out. We're like, okay, let's rewatch this movie. I didn't realize how truly messed up that movie was, and that the governor was like pretty much singing about how he's gonna grape, you know what I mean, Esmeralda. And I'm like, wait a minute. This wasn't a Disney movie. Like, the things that you watched as a child that did not make sense to you, that as an adult you're like, I was singing this as a child. What the heck? It's like, you know, right now, I saw recently, not too long ago, Spice Girls popped up on TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about the Spice Girls. I'm going to take a little bit of Grim Morning too. I kind of mix it on top. I was watching like the song on TikTok about when two become one. And I realized when I actually started singing the song with it, what that song is actually about. And I'm like, I cannot believe that my parents used to let me listen to this and be like, I need some love like I never needed love before. Wanna make love to ya, baby. I'm a little like 6-year-old girl singing this damn song, having no idea what I'm singing about. I'm just singing it, and my parents knowing all along what it is. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how many times growing up have I sang songs like this and had no idea the meaning until I got older? And Disney movies did the exact same thing. I'm like, what the heck? How have I never noticed that before? Like, embarrassing. You know, I said I wanted to do blue, but maybe I just wanted to do blue there. And maybe instead I will go in with purple, because I kind of want to play with purple now. I think I just want to use the blue as like a base right here. Okay, so I think I'm going to go into the shade called Sinister Figure right here. And we're going to put that on the outer V. This is such a gorgeous palette. Like, there's something about this that I just think it's so freaking pretty. And we're going to start to just tap this in literally just right here. And like I said, it's going to be messy, but we're going to trust the process. Trust the process, guys. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't trust the process, but today we are going to trust the process. I take this shade right here called Mystic Stone. Y'all, this purple shade, like... it's so pretty. It's so pretty. We're going to start to just lay this right here, right next to, oh my God, look at how pretty that is. Right next to that. All right, then I'm going to take this shade right here called Guardian. This really pretty like gold shade. I always think that gold and purple go really well together. And we're going to start to put this right here. I feel like that'd be so pretty. It also goes really well with blue too. Lay this down. And then I'm going to take the shade called Awaken. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, like multi-chrome shift. And we're going to put this right here in the inner corner. I think I'm going to take the shade Cathedral Shadows right here. And we're going to use that to line my upper waterline so that I can mash my false lashes, my real lashes. I love doing this technique. Since I'm not good at liquid liner, this is like my way of doing it. I literally just go right along my waterline where it meets my lashes, and I just place it right here. It just makes blending my lashes with this so seamless. And it just always looks so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna do the other eye off camera. I'm gonna come back, because I think when I come back, we're gonna play with like the black shadow, this blue shadow, and maybe some of these lighter shades to go on underneath, and then figure out what we want to do about the inner corner. Like, I think I might take the shade called Eerie Echoes and might use this as like the inner corner moment. Oh my God, that'd be so pretty. Okay, so I went ahead and I threw on a black lip because I really want this to dry down, because I want to take one of these glosses to put it on top, and I feel like it would just be really pretty on top of a black lip. I feel like it's going to accentuate it really, really nicely. So I went ahead and did that. For highlight, I'm actually going to take the brand new Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the luminous highlighter in the shade called Gentle Firefly. I feel like this would be really pretty to mix it with this look. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to start to just put this right here. It's like a purple base like highlighter. And I just feel like it's going to complement this look really nicely. So I'm just going to put this right here. You know, I also realized I really don't have that many like black matte liquid lips. The one that I'm using is from NARS. It's the shade called Painted Black. This is the only black matte that I had that actually like dries down. The rest don't dry down. They're all like highlighty. They're all like glosses and stuff like that. And I really just want like a black matte. So I'm just going to lay this right here. Now to finish off the under eye, we're going to go back into this palette. I am going to take the shade called Cathedral Shadows, and we're going to put this along our waterline, and then we're going to buff it out with a different shade. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to literally just stamp this along the waterline. Okay, I think I'm actually going to go with purple this time. I think I'm going to go back into that sinister figure right here, and we're actually going to use purple to blend it out. Since you can definitely see the blue, I'm going to use the purple to blend this out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade called Deep Sleep to also use that to blend that out as well. Add a little bit of gray tone to it. Okay, so now that I threw on some black liner, we're going to go back into this palette one more time. And I'm going to take the shade called Eerie Echoes. And we're going to put this in the inner corner. Like this be so, oh my god, yes. That is such a beautiful color. And then I'm going to take this shade right here called Dismal Sky. And we're going to use this to go along our brow bone, just very lightly to emphasize right here. Okay, now I could technically just leave it at this and just go with a black lip, but I really don't want to I don't want to go with the Twilight Gloss. I feel like that's too much. I just can't decide between these two. Okay, so the first one we have is called Gargoyle Gloom. This is going to be like a really pretty like purple blue shift, right? But then we also have, oh, this one's hard to see. I don't know the name of this one. Black with blue shifts. Which one to do? I don't know. I think we're going to go with the Gargoyle's Gloom. We're going to try this to see if this works. I really hope it doesn't mess it up. So let's try this out. Oh, wow. The shift on that. Oh. Wow, that's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty this is. Oh, it's like a mermaid. Oh wow, I really wish you guys can see how gorgeous this is in person. Like, this is such a gorgeous shade. It is like a little mermaid shade. I'll see if I can get like a close-up image. If I can, I'll pop it up right here. If I didn't, it's because I couldn't get a really good image of it. But that is stunning. Whoa. That is a gorgeous gloss, and it smells incredible. So here is the final look using the Unearthly Gargoyle palette. Okay guys, so this is my final look right here. I have to say, I absolutely love this palette. I think it's so beautiful. I think Unearthly Cosmetics always does such a beautiful job on curating palettes. Their color stories, their formula, their shimmers, the mattes, everything about them are so freaking beautiful. I really do love this. I love the way the eye look came out. It definitely has a bit more blue shift to it than it does purple, but I just think it really kind of fits the theme of this palette really beautifully. I will say the glosses are really, 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 really nice. Like, the glosses are really nice. They're 3 for $25, which you honestly cannot beat. This shade right here, it's so hard to tell, but my god, the shift that this has is just unbelievably gorgeous. It looks like a mermaid tail. It's blue, purple, green, and the shift is just gorgeous, especially on a black shade. I highly recommend checking these out right here. The palette itself, my gosh, I love the way this came out. You could do so many different looks with this. You could do definitely like everyday neutral looks with this because of this top row, but you could do great, beautiful, bold shifts with this as well. It is such a gorgeous palette, and this too is also available. It does retail for $68, but you do definitely get 18 shades in here mixed between mattes, shimmers, and multi-chromes. And as always, you guys can use my code to save you guys 10% off. So Unearthly, thank you so much for sending this my way. This is stunning. So that, my most beautiful friends, is it for today's 3 looks, 3 palettes. I think this is my second time ever doing this. Let me know how I did. Did I do good? Did I not do good? Let me know. I'll make sure I link all the products that I use down below. To the most part, I try to keep the same exact base routine, just change up the highlighter and the lips. But other than that, I try to keep everything the same. So I have it all linked down below. But if you guys like these style videos, please let me know because I think they're so fun and they kind of challenge me to go out of my comfort zone. But with that said, my most beautiful friends in the entire world, is it for today's video. If you guys like today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye.